Welcome back to another episode of the O'Shea Vlogcast. Today we speak about a very important topic, and it is entitled Help. I am in a relationship with a pro-life woman. I want to give kudos to Professor Land Max, Landemaxx. He's also a YouTuber in his own right. We had a lengthy conversation last night in which transpired some ideas concerning being in relationships with pro-life women. And he talked about the mistake that many men make when they deal with women too soon. Some of these mistakes are not getting to understand women's purposes. And I mean their stances on religion, their stances on politics, and their stances on childbirth. Many men, we don't think about these things. And of course, many women lie about these things. A woman can tell you that she has no interest in wanting a child, but will have the child anyway. You know, and that happens. Some women say they don't want kids, and then you get pregnant, they have it. Some people will argue and say women will always lie. You never know them for what they are. But he makes a good point in saying that many women will flat out tell you, if you get me pregnant, I'm not going to have an abortion. Now, let's be honest, brothers. How many of you have dated a chick that has told you just that? She says, nigga, look at this. Listen, Negro, if you get me pregnant, I'm keeping this baby. So if you don't want me to have this baby, you better wear a condom, and I'm going to wear or take contraceptives. Some chicks will flat out tell you. They'll tell you. Now, some brothers will hear that and think, well, she's just saying that, but I'm going to keep on hitting it anyway. I mean, I hit a few other chicks before. I came with a few chicks before. None of them ever got pregnant. So, I mean, and she ain't never got pregnant, so she can't get pregnant. I can't get nobody pregnant. I'm going to keep hitting his ass like I've been hitting it. Next thing you know, boop, I'm pregnant. And we got to have this discussion because when you deal with a woman who is pro-choice, meaning that she excises the right to abort the baby or keep it. Some women, a lot of women actually, do abort it. We can be fair. And I'm not a person that's really, I can't necessarily say against abortion or for it, because looking at the black community, I know we've aborted many babies, but we're not in a position to take care of those babies. That has a lasting impact on society when you produce kids you can't take care of. I mean, look at Nigeria. Nigeria has plenty people, plenty births, can't take care of those kids. The society can't take care of them. So I can't say I'm all the way against abortion. But you have some women, depending on, you know, what they want in their careers, they'll abort it. But then you got females that you're with who won't. Thank you, Negro Manosphere. Now, considering the second case, okay, what happens if you deal with a chick who refuses to abort the baby? Now, the first thing I want to ask you is, did you know that? Was that something you talked to her about? Because, see, I want to talk to you about a case where a woman can get pregnant. It's not your baby. She keeps it anyway. What am I mean when I'm saying this? I mean that you could be in a relationship with a chick, married. You can take all the precautions. She comes up pregnant. She keeps it. makes you think the baby is yours, or comes out and tells you. Now, I know you're going to say, well, what the hell are you talking about, O'Shea? Well, I read and watched a video on Media Takeout of a man in Arkansas who was with a woman. She had the baby. He thought the baby was his. Get that. Did the DNA test, it says you have 0% chance of being this baby's father. Now, but once again, this was a woman that is pro-life. That means she's going to have the baby regardless of what happens. Some women don't believe in abortion no matter what happens. Clips on Preaching Oregon. And the dangers of dating a pro-life woman is whether you get her pregnant or somebody else get her pregnant. And if you happen to be in a relationship with her, guess what? Your baby. That's your baby. Because, see, some women don't believe in abortion. And the thing about it is, even if the baby ain't yours and she know it ain't yours, what she's going to do is try her very best to get your name on the birth certificate. And if you're dumb enough to sign it, that means if you don't pay child support, they're going to come and arrest you, even if you are not the father. What am I saying here, brothers? What am I saying here, people? I'm telling you that a conversation that you need to have with any woman that you meet is start talking about how does she feel about children. Ask her. See if you tell the truth. You ever been pregnant before? What do you believe in pregnancies? Lie. Say, you know what? I don't believe in abortion. I'm very against it. You know? And see if she agree with you. If she agree with you, then that's what you know what you're dealing with. Some women will come out and tell you right now, look, I don't want no kids. Don't even try to get me pregnant. Some women will tell me, if you get me pregnant, I'm going to keep it. Don't nut in me unless you want to be a daddy. Someone will flat out tell you they don't believe in abortion. Some chicks who, get pregnant would think about doing abortion before, or they have none. Let's talk about that. You have some women who have done an abortion before and felt bad about it. They've been hurt and they felt bad about it. And so now they say, I will never have an abortion again because they felt they killed their child. Oh, hell no, I ain't got no kids, Doug. But this is something that you brothers ought to look into because there's so many men, particularly black men, that are walking around with somebody else's baby thinking that is your baby. And that is what pro-life chicks are going to do. Any woman that has a baby, to me, is pro-life. If you go to term with it, it's pro-life. So that means if you're messing with any chick that had a baby, she will have another baby. So if you're dating a chick that already got kids, you're already in trouble. Meaning that whoever gets her pregnant, she's going to keep it. Now, all of the dangers of society today do not point into your favor of having a baby by somebody, number one, you don't want to be with, and number two, a motherfucker you don't want to deal with for 18 years. Now, let me tell you this. Go back to bed, Doug. I know this is late. This is early here. Brothers, you have to really be careful of now who you sleep with. And I'm not trying to tell you to become a Christian or a Muslim or Jehovah's Witness or anything. What I'm telling you is you got to watch who you stick your thing into. That goes to me included. And the reason why you got to watch it is because any freak thing now can happen. Do you know there are dudes who slept with a chick one night stand, got a girl pregnant, she kept it, you on child support for 18 years, and it's yours? Because you just was on a drunk night, maybe hit it without a condom or something, she got your phone number, got your address on your Facebook profile or something, she know how to get in contact with you. And there's so many women out there who have babies by dudes they barely even know because they're pro-life. And the dangers of that is for you are all downside. Now you have to really think about who you're going to have sex with. I mean, outside of the whole idea of casual sex and what you can get out of casual sex, all kind of STDs galore. Your shit can fall off, in so many words. But at the same time, now you're risking your financial security in the future, and you're risking a whole bunch of other things dealing with somebody who's pro-life that you don't even know. You just slept with her. You don't know that if she ever got pregnant, she will keep it. She might have had sex with 200 dudes before you, and you got her pregnant. She gonna keep your baby, not because she want to keep you necessarily, but because she don't believe in abortion. And see, that's the problem. Now, what you must do in certain situations is to be more careful with who you're gonna screw. You gotta protect your penis. Thank you, Oraka. Like women value their, well, they don't necessarily value their vaginas, but you got to value your stuff too. And the reason why you got to value your stuff is because you're a man and women are looking to take your resources. Your paycheck at your job, a woman would love to have your resources, especially some of you brothers. Y'all got some good ass jobs. Some of y'all work, drive trucks. Some of you are engineers. Some of you have union jobs. Don't think that somebody ain't looking at that. You know, some woman is looking at that. Some woman who knows you had a good job, is looking to get trapped by you. It will give it up for little or nothing. And next thing you do, you get her pregnant or something like that. Boop, had a baby. So you got to get to know these women. Get to know them. You'll never really fully know them, but make them wait. Don't just give away everything you worked for. Because you don't know who's pro-life, brother. You don't know. I get so many emails from men all the time talking about, man, their girl cheated on them. I got an email from one brother talking about he had a baby and his girl left him and put him on child support. It was like right after. You got to understand, man, getting pregnant by dudes who have money is it's a lucrative thing these days. You know? That's a way to pay the bills, because in some states, if you make, let's say $20,000 a month, 15% of that money is child support. So for some chick, $3,000 a month is a good hustle. You got some chicks who have babies by dudes who don't have nothing. So, and I mean, this is a quick content. Be careful, brothers, of pro-life women if you can identify them. Like I said, I'd be very weary of dating chicks that had babies before, not because they're single mothers all the way, but because they'll have another baby. Single mothers is bad enough, but a girl who has a baby will have another baby. Women have a psychological desire to push out babies. That's what they want to do. Which means if you're a good guy, you're nice to her, you can provide her. If she's going to get pregnant, she's not going to delete that. That baby is staying. That baby's coming to term. And that's how they get you. And sometimes they're going to get you if she gets raped. Listen, man, I've seen relationships, man, where women have been raped in marriages, got pregnant by the rapist, and kept it. That means after they've been damn near beat, killed, lost their marriage with their husband because they didn't believe in getting an abortion, had the baby by the rapist anyway. The rapist in jail. But she kept that baby. Some women are going to keep it no matter what. So that's what it is, fellas. So once again, I just wanted to do this real quick stream. I got to go. I'll be back later on tonight. Tonight we'll have another stream. I'll have like a regular video coming out. Email me at planetoshay@gmail.com. All of this to get onto the mailing list. Once again, this was a quick stream. I really thank all of you brothers for supporting the show. Again, to get onto the Negro Manosphere, always check the Negro Manosphere every day. Every day. All my fans are those who support the podcast. Always check the Negro Manosphere, see what we got going over there. All right? As you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. And I'm out. Peace.